Content warning. The following video may contain content harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
Hello guys, I'm here to talk a little bit about free will. This video was inspired by Nonconformist Radio most recent upload. He was talking about free will. There's like an illusion of free will. There's an illusion of free will in this fucking dookie boy realm. Like right now, I sort of have to pee, but it's not so bad. So instead of pausing the video and getting up and going and peeing, I'm going to sit here and continue the video until it's unbearable, right? Like I have the choice to do one or the other. So there's your free will, Chris. You could choose that. You could choose to get up and go eat a donut. You could choose to get up and go make a second carafe of coffee and start drinking on that one. You could choose to do everything. There's your free will. So if you're talking about on a very, very surface level way of thinking, like level 1, we haven't even gone to stage 2 yet in contemplating the idea of free will. We're just on stage 1. Yes, there's an illusion of free will. I could have sex with this person. I could have sex with that person. I could smoke a joint right now if I wanted to. I could take some fucking mushrooms if I wanted to. So there's an illusion of free will. We're not going to talk about the things that we can choose, though. Let's talk about the things that we are forced into. If you had free will, you would not experience aging. You would not experience bills. You would not experience colds and illness. You would not experience sadness. You would not experience depression. You would not experience physical and mental ailments. You would not experience addiction. You would not experience slavery. You do not have free will. Like in the video I'm talking about, like he said, I want to be happy right now. Okay, that's a bad example. Okay, maybe I'm good, man. I'm good at just detaching or living in my own little world. I can find happiness. It's not really that difficult for me. If my goal is to be happy, or maybe, no, I can't really say, so it's more like I just don't give a fuck about it no more. I guess I just don't care about happiness no more. It's like, okay, well, I think if you're searching for happiness, eventually you're going to get to the point where you just give up on it. And that's not a bad thing. It sounds bad, like, oh, you've given up on life. No, I've given up on happiness. It's an impossibly achievable goal. You can't do it. You just can't do it. You can do it in moments, but it's fleeting. If you're a human being, happiness is fleeting. It runs away. It's not like misery and anger and depression and sadness and addiction and all the things that linger, all the negative shit that lingers. But happiness is fleeting. What the fuck? And you don't realize this is a suffering realm. If this was a balanced realm, happiness would linger too. But, yeah, I just want to be happy, but I'm not. Well, why aren't you happy, Chris? Well, because the world sucks. Because I'm empathetic, and when I see other people suffer, I suffer. I have my own sufferings. Everybody that I'm close to, everybody I love is going through sufferings. And if it's not, their guts are all fucked up, or they have issues, physical, horrible issues. Their life is a struggle because they live in a fucking slave monotony system trying to get by every fucking week, being milked out of every penny, being fed and drank fucking poison. How could somebody be happy in this realm? Like, seriously, you would have to be psychotic no, that's bad. Okay, how can I say, because I can be happy, is it real happiness, though? It's like, I don't know, happiness is a joke. Happiness is a tool used against us to a degree. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, give up on it. It's not worth it. It's. Do you know what happiness is? It's the carrot that the demon dangles in front of your face, this unachievable thing to keep you in a state of stress, because it's the state of stress that it actually wants, not your happiness. That's what happiness is. I know that sounds fucking crazy, but there are entities that feed off of our suffering. The proof is in the pudding. Look around at reality. None of this shit makes sense. None of it's logical. None of it's logical. Let's be realistic here. Like, let's come back to fucking physical number one and just be straight up. This reality makes no sense inside and out from the bottom to the fucking top. And it doesn't take a genius to figure that out. A fucking conscious 12-year-old could see it. I'm sick of pretending that this is some really complicated, deep shit. It's not. Not anymore. Maybe back in the day it was. Now it's so blatantly obvious that you would have to be retarded to not see something is fucked up in this reality. It's not complicated anymore. Oh, dude, you know what? You know what really... do you guys remember when the idea of NPCs came into this realm? I remember when it happened. At least for me anyways. When I started questioning the integrity of other people's spirits, some people may say it's a recent phenomenon, or some people may say maybe it was the Mandela effect. But actually for me it was chemtrails. It was chemtrails. It was fucking chemtrails that made me question the integrity of other fucking souls. It's like all this other conspiracy shit, like, 9/11, JFK, little conspiracies, the Bermuda Triangle, UFOs. I should have gotten a drink, but I'll get one in a minute. But okay, those were things you had to get into, so I can understand why there weren't conspiracy theorists or people that just didn't believe it. It's like, I couldn't sit here and talk to you about Harry Potter. I never read the Harry Potter books. I think I only watched the first movie. Like, it ain't something I'm into. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why they weren't into these subjects. Like, you had to have this sort of curiosity about it. But man, when the fucking conspiracy was in front of them, and they still, anyways, that's when I was like, man, what the fuck's wrong with y'all, man? What's going on? No, those weren't. Isn't that a contrail? Like, bro, it's been in the sky for 6 hours in the fucking Florida heat. What are you talking about? You think ice crystals would last, anyways, that long in the Florida fucking heat? Man, come on. If I put an ice cube on the hood of my fucking car in the Florida heat when it's hot, that bitch will melt almost instantly. Like, you're telling me anyways, most illogical people, for me, it was chemtrails that made me question the integrity of other souls. Like, are they even real people? What's fucking wrong with them, man? I mean, my goodness, like, anyways, it's super frustrating. But what else did I write here? I'm sorry, I'm ranting. We are forced into unwanted experiences in this realm. If your child dies, is that a situation you would have chosen? Is that, okay? Every day this life throws us a fucking curveball. Every day it's a suffering realm. Monotony, do something you don't want to do all the time, chore realm. That's all this reality is. It's a chore ass fucking slave realm. And it's just like, so where's your free will? Oh no, well, we were tricked in it. Well, first off, none of us really know that. I know that when you meditate and you feel like the presence of your soul, which is the infinite, most powerful God creature you could ever experience, like, how did that thing get manipulated into coming here? It got tricked. It was just so dumb mentally. My spirit was just so stupid that something tricked me to coming here. It's like, I think my soul has grown past here. I think this must be a learning ground for souls to move past it, because I actually feel now like the realm is so far behind me or so far beneath me that I'm detached from it completely and above it. I'm almost in a waiting room, waiting around to die to move on past the realm. I feel like an alien in this reality. I feel like a complete alien in this fucking reality. Like, I don't agree with nothing. The things people do, the things people say, the things people believe, the way people act, the way shit happens, the way the system is, the way the education system is, the way the medical system is, the way the prison system is, the way the political system is. It's just like everything in this fucking reality is ass backwards, fucking 180 degrees opposite of what I am. Opposite. You meat monkeys run around with fucking killing machines killing each other. You agenda-driven fucking demons, whatever your fucking excuse is to do what you do, you disgust me. You're all beneath me. You're pathetic, low-level, monkeys. You are ape monkeys, you disgusting fucking, whatever it is that drives all these and pushes the buttons and is behind the curtains. You are disgusting. Nobody likes you. Everybody hates your guts, and you're pathetic. Anyways, thank you for allowing me to vent, guys. Fuck the demon that drives this machine. I just can't imagine that my soul was so stupid to be tricked. Oh yeah, if you come over here, oh, it's gonna be so good. And now I'm in the hell realm, you know, and I just, like a little dumb minnow, I jumped right in. But yeah, okay, so I have the ability to choose what I want to eat, when I want to sleep, when I want to do it, little things like that. But I'm still in a Groundhog's Day repetition, slave realm, monotony, realm of stupidity and idiocy and weird evil for no reason. Just gross realm. So where's my free will? Everything else outside of me choosing what donut I want to eat, I didn't get to choose. I didn't get to choose. I don't want to be in a slave system controlled by elite demons. I don't like calling them elites because to me they're not. They're actually pathetic. It's like they're the short bus souls drooling in this reality. They're actually the lowest level souls, but I mean, so easily manipulated by your internal desires. You are so pathetic and weak. You know, I almost welcome the demons. It's like, try to fucking play me. Try to play me. And get reminded of in your own selves that you were always beneath me. Send more demons my way so I can remind them all where they're really fucking at. But these pathetic little demons do it from the shadows. It's just so, oh God, I wish I could get my hands on one of these fucking demonic monkeys. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, I only live once anyways. Fuck this realm. I'm not a fan of it anyway. Yeah. But yeah, if I was in the presence of one of them, I'd beat that boy something special, bro. Fucking, if I seen little Joe Biden next to me sniffing a kid, I'd slap the fucking soul out that little stupid ass fucking wrinkled old fucking mask wearing demon. I'd knee that motherfucker right in his solar plex so hard he'd shit his fucking pants. I'd elbow him on the back of his spine. I don't give a fuck. A 12-6 elbow right on the back of that boy's neck. I'll break his fucking neck. I don't care. To me, these are literally demons and we're not fighting them. We're just hanging out in their realm. It's like, where are the fucking soldiers of righteousness or light? Where are the soldiers of goodness? Let's just sit by and let this fucking demon do it forever. Humanity is weak is what they are. There's no men left in this fucking reality. Your testosterone's low. You've been poisoned. Everything to make us a little fucking bitch. And nobody's got a fucking set of nuts anymore to say, fuck this, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not dealing with this shit no more. Well, let me rephrase. There's a handful of motherfuckers that ain't playing that shit no more. There's a handful of motherfuckers that ain't playing this shit no more. Well, there's several different handfuls. There's like cults everywhere, groups everywhere. There's actually a lot more going on. It's weird. You realize it is a sort of multiverse reality. Like you could sort of choose which reality you want to live in, and there's thousands of them. And everyone will give you something to believe in, something to fight for, something. It's the distraction suffering realm. There's going to be an endless amount of distractions. Anyways, yeah, that just that's how I feel about it. It's like, what free will? It's like, okay, so I can choose where I want to spend my extra few $100s a month after bills, you know? It's like, that ain't shit nowadays. That ain't shit now. Well, you can't even get groceries with that. It's like, this realm's ridiculous. I hate this reality. I'm sorry, I hate this reality. Humanity was never for humanity. That was a lie. It's like this patriotic lie sold back to us when we're young kids and we stand up for the flag to indoctrinate us because we're still too young to realize, no, you little demons and monsters aren't for us. You're always about yourselves and your own personal greed and whatever, these politics, whatever. Good guys in reality. There's no good guys in reality. There's no unity in reality. Everybody's got a weird belief. Everybody's got a weird racism. Everybody's got a weird hatred inside. Everybody's this indoctrinated fucking meat monkey little fucking retard. And there's very little light left in this reality. Unfortunately, guys, let me get a drink. I'll be right back. But yeah, guys, I know I haven't made a lot of videos lately. Just been busy. But I'm kind of coming up with another what if video. A lot of different what ifs. There's a lot lately that just keep re-entering my mind. And at this point, I don't know if that is my higher self sending me the message or some sort of archon entity that keeps replaying it over and over again because that's the way they do everything. It's like this repetition, like almost machine-like behavior. I don't know. I don't know if it's the good guy's message or the bad guy's message. But I keep getting these sort of weird what ifs in my mind lately that they make sense. I mean, they line up, blah, blah, but I've been writing them all down. I'm going to eventually make another what if video. That's going to end up being a long one, but I don't mind it. I don't mind long videos. I used to, but really if I don't upload for a month and I make a 3-hour video, they could watch it in 3 sections or 6 sections, however long they want to watch it. I've realized that, like, with the channels that I watch, if I'm curious, waiting for their next video, I kind of want them to upload. Sometimes long videos are fine with me. I don't know why I used to have a problem with that, but I'll make a what if video here in a little bit. But what was this video? Oh, this video is about free will or whatever. It's just like, we kind of got the shit, bro. We kind of got it. Hey, I want that car. Well, you can't afford that car. Oh, okay. I guess I can't get what I want. Hey, I want that girl. Well, you can't get that girl. No. Well, that's a cool animal, man. Can I have a pet monkey? You ain't allowed to have that. You better go get a license or become some zoo guy. Or it's like, hey, there's some woods over there. Let me go live. Hey, this is the deed. This paper says I own this land that I'm never here or attending at, but I just own it. Get off of it. It's like, shit. Well, what can I do? What can I do? Where's my free will? It's like, come on, man. Quit lying to your fucking self for your own comfort. It's such a pathetic, I almost said feminine energy. It's just not manly, dude. It ain't manly. Nobody's manly anymore. It's like, where the fuck is everybody's goddamn balls at, bro? But, I don't know, man. When testosterone's down 50% and blah, 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 and the plastics did it, and these chemicals did it, and this. Well, who's the one putting all that stuff? Oh, your leaders that care so much about you? When are you going to wake up? When are you people going to fucking wake up? Man, the fucking demon walks up to you, puts poison in the fucking shit right in front of you, hands it to you, you drink it, and still don't see the demon. They're poisoning the food. They're poisoning the water. They're poisoning the fucking air. No, everything's fine. So, do I go crazy? Do I feed the loose creation machine what it wants? Do I get emotional? Or do I go, fuck off. Fuck off. I see what you are now. I see what you want from me. Fuck off. I think the latter's the better choice. Like, at the end of the day, if I recognize this realm as a loose feeding realm, then the best thing to do is to not allow these things to affect me. I'm powerless to affect them. With all these other fucking bitch boys walking around, I don't think I will ever accomplish in this realm what I see is possible in this realm, which is unity. But it would take humanity coming together. Unfortunately, 90% of these things walking around are not real humans. I don't know what they are. They're NPCs or something. I don't know what they are. Maybe they're lizards. Maybe they're holograms. Maybe they're Walking Dead. Maybe, I don't know what they are. But you could present them 10,000 facts to disprove an idea or theory that's in their mind, and they won't see it. You could take them by the shoulders and stand them right in front of the physical evidence, and they won't see it. There's something off with them. Or maybe there's something off with the human avatar. Maybe it's need to find a mental comfort zone to deal with harsh truths is way more stronger than even I realize. Maybe I've gotten good at not doing that, with being in a traumatic or violent type of life. Maybe I've gotten good at seeing things the way they really are and not always fighting, but even I was guilty of it. I found a lot of, to me, Christianity was a mental comfort zone. I didn't know none of that shit. But man, it made me feel a lot better knowing that, there's a special place for me. Again, it's way more difficult to live the life that I live now, but it's more honest. It's more honest. I'm not weak. I'm not going to choose a mental comfort zone that makes no logical sense to me, but it just feels good if I believe it. You wonder why the testosterone's low. I mean, I'm sure the plastics or the chemicals had something to do with it. Man, there's a mental weakness. How did they do that? There's a mental weakness in this. Okay, I don't give a fuck if a dude's got gyno, man boobs or whatever. If he's willing to fucking stand in line with me against evil, I don't give a fuck what his hormones look like. There's a mental weakness in this fucking realm. The human avatar is a little bitch. I don't even know what else to say. Man, is it only street thugs or something that can deal with bad situations? Like, where's the good guys in this realm, man? Where are the good guys in this reality? Is the system done in such a perfect way that we're just powerless to affect it, all of us? How? That's impossible. That's impossible. But it happens every day. It happens every day. Now, either the meat monkey thing is so easily fucking brainwashed and manipulated that it's just that simple for them to do it. I think that could be true. I don't know. Or the majority of these things walking around are not souled creatures. Or they are souled creatures, but they're not human. There's something else. Maybe they're lizards, aliens. I don't know. They came from the hollow earth. They came from the deserts of India, and their skin's blue, and they come out of the woods, and they're a big hairy creature, and they came... Have you guys noticed all these things are masterful ninjas? Fucking Bigfoot, this weird ape that's now lived for like 200 years, and maybe it's got a lifespan of that, has been spotted all over the United States. Like, if you look up the dots of where Bigfoot's been sighted, it's like, this dude can teleport. Like, you guys know Nightcrawler? That Bigfoot can do that. How, dude? Come on, bro. You're telling me the whole world knows about this dude. Everybody, when they're in the woods, they're worried about Bigfoot, and they got their camera ready and blah blah blah. And he's just such a masterful ninja that he hasn't been caught yet. Like, what? He must be able to teleport. What kind of monkey are we talking? This is the most masterful fucking ninja monkey. This dude, how did he avoid getting caught all these years? He's always at a perfect distance to be caught on camera. He's always in the perfect position, isn't he? It's not like they were recording, they walked out of the bathroom stall and he was standing right there like, oh shit. It's never like that. So he's always off in the distance and they catch him walking. Man, this dude's a masterful ninja, ain't he? How's he such a good at evasion monkey? How did he do that? And every rabbit hole you go down that's a conspiracy theory is just like that. It's like when you really question it, it falls apart, but it kind of holds water. There's evidence to back it up, but then it's never a solidified truth. It's a weird reality. It's a sort of fluid, dream-like realm, illusion. It can present you facts. It can upload them into the reality immediately. For any theory you come up with, you'll have evidence to back it up. You have 10,000 proofs to say it's a flat earth. You'll have 10,000 proofs to say it's a ball earth. You'll never be able to prove either one of them. You'll have 10,000 proofs for Bigfoot. You'll never have absolute evidence he exists. You'll have 10 trillion evidences for UFOs. Not one where it's just like, man, this thing landed, it got out, it talked to people, we recorded it, blah, blah. It's always, it's kind of there. It's this fucking corny-ass, bitch-ass, fuckboy distraction reality where there never is a solidified truth. There never... does the Illuminati exist? Well, nobody ever busts them or catches them. I don't know. There is theories, though, that it's secretly being done, and they're all being played by actors right now with masks, and actually all the evil people have been found out, and they're at Guantanamo Bay, and blah, blah, blah. And there's evidence to back all this shit up that I'm saying. There's evidence to back up. That's what I'm saying. It's like this endless evidence-producing distraction machine. What's it distracting us from? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact that we're being loosh farmed in a suffering realm. Imagine not realizing that this is a suffering realm from the day you're born to the day you die. Not realizing at least that. It's 95% suffering. It's misery and watching people you love fall apart. You die eventually. It's a death realm. It's a death realm. Obviously a shitty... it's so hard to deal with that people create comic books in their mind to deal with it and have flowery beds of comfort zone. It's just like, man. What a bunch of weak little fucking dodo birds up in this motherfucker, bro. Am I the only entity in this reality that gets mad when something challenges it? Like, are there no men left? Like, we got dudes in the streets that if you were wearing a color they don't like, they'll blow your brains out. They'll kill. They'll murder. They'll murder you if you're in a gang that they're not in, a gang they don't like. They'll kill you. Hands down. But no, there's nobody that crazy when it comes to killing truly evil people. Like Hitler will just reign forever. Not one of his... Hitler's a weird example. I don't even know if that man was evil because all that story was told to me by the machine. So I don't know again, but I'm saying off the official story. Not one of his fucking security guards, sidemen, soldiers, buddies was a righteous human that just said, okay, enough suffering. Boom, blew his brains out. There's never a killer when it's an evil tyrant. All of a sudden, man, this dude's untouchable and they just live forever. Like, man, how's that possible? There's a lot of... I hope these things make you guys question things. Like, wow, I never really thought about it that way. Because, like, that's what I try to do. I try to plant seeds. I want people to think more deeply. People don't think at all anymore. But, I mean, asking the modern man to think more deeply is like... It's like pulling teeth. Well, anyways, it's... That's all I do. I'm always in thought. I'm always in thought. I'm never... Well, actually, I can vegetate. Like if I'm watching a show or playing a video game or something, I can sort of zone out and just mentally relax. But or listening to music. But I'm always in thought. I'm always questioning these things. And if I've spent the whole life, think about it like this: if I've spent the whole lifetime questioning these thoughts internally, deeply, and I still don't have the answers, what does that tell you? We're being deceived. It's a distraction, bro. This reality is not what we're told it is. I know that's crazy and sounds hard to believe. And blah, blah. Guys, give me one sec. But yeah, guys, I know it's hard to believe. Well, I'd say after watching my video, just questioning the things that I'm bringing up in this video, I mean, is it really that hard to believe? There's way more evidence to back up what I'm saying than there is evidence to back up that we're in some creation created by a loving, flowery, happy God. No way. The God that created this reality was curious about something, and it was a bizarre curiosity. It was a bizarre curiosity. Your life is not that important. What it manifested up to see, whatever it is it's trying to fucking see. Obviously, our lives are not that important. It would be more obvious if our lives were important. We're in a realm that almost hates our lives, that wants to destroy our lives. That I don't know if it's run by a death cult. It's run by maybe we would live for 600 years if we weren't being poisoned every second of every day by everything that we ingest and drink and blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Maybe it's just trying to kill us quicker, but why is it doing that? Because maybe if we lived for 600 or 900 years, we would come to some of these same conclusions that even younger people, let's say 40, 50, 60 years old, are coming to now. Actually, I'm seeing even 20-year-olds coming to these same conclusions now. But maybe if we lived that long, we would evolve way past this realm by the time we died. So it tries to kill us, to soul trap us here so that we permanently stay. Maybe we have to move past the realm in one go, or we start over. But because it poisons us and kills us so quick, every soul stays in a premature state because it mind wipes back to level 1 again. So it's like, well, if that dude would have lived 800 years, his true lifespan, he would have moved way past this realm. Probably while he was in the realm. He probably would have teleported out of here or became rainbow body or whatever. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's pretty interesting. There's some monks that have become like rainbow body, where they become like a rainbow that's near the ground. And there's video footage of it too, like at monasteries, and the monks are like putting their hands in the rainbow body guy. And well, anyways, they would have moved past this realm. So maybe that's the whole thing, is to destroy the realm. Like, say it's the sort of subconscious of the realm is the Lucifer, whatever, the evil, the AI. Let's say God created the realm. And then sort of placed in an AI to sort of manage things, whatever. But that AI not lost its mind, maybe gained its mind or sovereignty and decided it wanted to be in control or powerful. There's two ways to look at that. Like you could say, oh, it became evil, but well, no, it became it. It became what it was. How could God punish it? How could I be mad at it for being the way that it is when it was created the way that it is? This side, the best argument that Christians come up with is, oh, God created a bad guy, now he's in control and God's powerless to affect it. That's illogical. It's so illogical. God could go, goodbye, devil, and go, there you go, humanity. Everybody starts back over at age 20 with all their teeth again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's an abundance of fruits and vegetables everywhere. Like, if we, what kind of God are we talking about? Because I think that God is in control, and this reality is the final result of his creation. And that's not a flowery God. It's a sort of evil God. Not evil, you could say careless. Like you could, okay, are you evil if you walk past an anthill and you've seen 3 ants attacking a worm? I actually seen this recently, or what was one ant? Are you evil for not flicking the ant and getting it off the worm and allowing the worm to escape? Or are you evil for flicking the ant and destroying his opportunity at bringing a meal back home to his family? Like, how are you evil? Do you even care? Like, if I walk, I would just keep walking. I wouldn't get so involved. Okay, am I evil now? Oh, Chris, you should have saved the worm or the... It's like, if it's a, let's be honest, programmed into us, and if we're a micro of the macro, it's programmed into us to sort of not really care so much about that fucking mosquito that was just trying to get a little bit of blood because he's programmed to eat. It's not his fault. But, man, the motherfucker bit me. Ah, kill him. He exploded in the blood. Kill that cockroach. Kill that whatever. We just, did you eat a cheeseburger yesterday? Well, you killed a cow, motherfucker. We don't give a fuck about life if it's lower than us. Oh, if it was an alien and came down, would we barbecue them up? It would say they were smarter than us. No. We would sort of take second place and be little bitches to them. Because it's an intellect thing. Because if something's better than you, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden it's important. So really the things above us are important. If you're going in chain of command, the things above us are important. And we're lesser life forms to them. Right? They're smarter than us. They outdid us. I don't know, the what if that keeps coming into my mind. Okay, I'll just talk about it a little bit, but I was just watching zoo videos and stuff like gorillas and boa, and you know, they like make ugly faces and stuff, and I'm looking at them like, look at these dumb animals. They make these ugly faces and da-da-da. What a low-level primate. What a low-level creature that monkey is, because it makes ugly faces, and then I was like, you know, oh shit, wait, I'm that dude at the gym that gets ugly when I lift. Like, I get ugly when I lift weights. I don't try to constantly like look like I try to lift mid-heavy. I know I'm, you know, at my age or whatever, I'm aware of what's going on, but I still try to lift pretty heavy. It seems to be working, so I don't know. I know there's arguments against it. It's bad for your joints, or I don't know, but it's always worked for me. It makes me feel better. But I get ugly, just like a monkey does. Like when have you ever seen two guys arm wrestle? Are they like this? No. Both of them are fucking... And I'm like, judging this ape creature. I'm that thing. I was just like, I'm a fucking ape. And then, well, then the what if was like, I'm sorry. The what if like that, we're half ape, half whatever. Like the way that it always kind of has to tell us the truth. It's like you evolved from an ape. It's kind of telling us the truth. What it's saying is that your DNA as an ape creature was spliced with our DNA, and we made humans either for entertainment purposes. I don't know what the baby incubator things were all about. That's a whole weird conspiracy of its own. That cabbage conspiracy thing is a whole weird conspiracy on its own. Why babies seem to have been grown in the past. Why it seems like babies in the past were almost talked about as objects. Well, if I can, one of the comments from one of the ladies that was going to buy one of these incubator grown babies was, well, if I can baptize the thing and it survives, then I'll take it in as my own. It's like, you're talking about a human. What do you mean the thing? Well, anyways, but almost as if these babies were grown or not believed to be actual real, almost like, what are we, androids of an advanced civilization? Are we here to be tormented? Are we here for entertainment? Are we here for what's our purpose in this whole situation, in this fucking Truman Show bizarro world reality? Anyways, there's 1,000 directions that my mind can go when it comes to conspiracies and what this reality could be and blah, blah, blah. And there's evidence to back all of them up. And if I start to, what's weird is if I start to get more into one, that one starts to solidify as my actual whole reality. Like all the side effects come with it. It's weird. So I sort of back out of them. It's like, I don't want that reality. But all this Dookie Boy Rome presents is Dookie Boy realities that I'm not interested in. I want one with positivity and adventure and love and happiness and light and good people and just happiness, abundance. I want everybody happy, everybody well fed, everybody smiling, everybody listening to music and dancing. I want everybody happy. And it's this fucking realm where I see entities that could live a good existence. Sorry guys, I'm still attached to the people here. That's what I'm really still attached to. In this realm, my attachments, and I know that the whole of the law is to let go, but my attachments are the people. They still matter to me. My family still matters to me. My family's not perfect, but I love them all. Humanity's not perfect, but I love them all. But yeah, I see a bunch of good souls most of the time, struggling, and it's just like, man, what the fuck is the point of this shit? Did any of us deserve this existence? If you've had a good one, man, kudos to you. I'm envious of your experience, to be honest. Most everybody I know has gone through horrible traumas and sufferings. I'm not the only person that had a bad upbringing or whatever. Like, man, most people had a fucked up existence because it's a fucking dookie boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate that the best that humanity can produce is this demon-driven greed machine instead of this caring, loving system, where instead of suppressing healing devices, we promote them. Instead of suppressing energy devices, we promote them. Instead of suppressing great ideas, it's just a bizarre bullshit reality driven by demons that work through the subconscious of humanity. And their tools are your desires. Their tools are your deep, dark, ugly desires. So they will use that against you. And as a avatar thing, if you fail that, well, I'm sorry. Everybody can fail that test. I've failed that test. But if you're in a position where your decisions affect humanity and you still allow that demon to affect your behavior, it's hard. Okay. I hate these people. That's that's my ultimate message. I'm a loving human. And while I wish they would change into positive entities, they never will. They never will. So I just have no love for them anymore. I don't know what to call them. Archon entities, agents, government officials. It's funny because that's the form it takes now is the Agent Smith, right? Like that's its current form, and then its previous forms were werewolves, and then before that it was vampires, and blah, blah. There was always this power and control that was just hovering above humanity, and it was the real shot caller. At this point, it's like, can humanity turn around and be like, yo, fuck you? Fuck you. We're going to call the shots now. Goodbye, little mind parasite. Even with all your power and all the technology helping you and blah, 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 we still acknowledge your existence. You're that low and pathetic in our presence. Most people can't say that. Obviously, it takes a conscious soul to realize such a thing, but it really is a pathetic low level. It's weird. It's like super powerful, obviously, but it's a lower level entity in terms of consciousness, I think, than us. We just haven't realized it yet. I think we have. I think that conscious souls move past this realm when they're done with it, and I think that that's what's happening here. I do think we're living in an interesting time, to say the least. There's a lot of craziness going on right now. I'll say that. The whole reality's bizarre inside and out. If you ever enjoyed the Twilight Zone, nowadays you can just tune into fucking reality, and you'll have plenty of entertainment, and that's what it is. It's a distraction show. But I think it's a distraction show to keep you here. I think once you're ready to move past here, that's all that you're left with is the distraction show. So find peace if you can. Find happiness if that's what you're searching for. I would say let go of happiness. It's a waste of time searching for it, and you'll have more happiness. Or I'll say you'll be less conflicted as often, because we become conflicted when we don't have what we want. That's where our brain's used against us and wired. It's constantly looking for its comfort zone. But anyways, the human avatars are very weak. Man, can we become conscious of that? Like the ones that are out there that ain't manly, can you just say, oh shit, I've realized I'm being weak, but then it's like, well, okay, let's say I've manned up now. What's step 2? Is there a website we can go to? Is there a waiver we can all sign? Like humanity against the demons, against these war-hungry, warmongering, unethical, illogical, psychopathic, demonic fucking leaders that we call leaders. I don't know why we call them leaders. They're disgusting. They couldn't run a fucking kindergarten class without making something demonic happen. Again, man, why would we... Is anybody loving anymore? Like, imagine a loving type of entity handing another entity a gun and saying, a metal killing machine, blah, 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 and saying, yeah, boy, to be the best loving person we could ever be, we need you to go over there and shoot some of them Asian folks over there in that country, because they're evil, and you're an American, ain't you, boy? Ain't you patriotic? Didn't you stand up and swear yourself to that flag, boy? It's like, what? Didn't the whole energy of that story I just told changed? Can't you recognize evil? Aren't you NPCs capable of it? You can't see when something's blatantly evil? These monsters use killing machines to destroy other humans' lives and cause misery. How evil and unloving and demonic do they have to get for you to recognize their fucking psychosis or demonic possession? What is left in humanity? Man. Humanity is a frustration creation machine so that it can feed off of our fucking negativity. I literally think when people walk around and be loving and say, to hell with the negative thoughts, to hell with whatever negativity even comes into your mind. If you aren't aware that those are entities at this point, then maybe you should go take some damn psilocybin. Thoughts are entities. You can entertain the entity, but you can't control which entity comes in. The only thing you can do is get into a loving state. I think that that's it. If you ain't aware of their presence based off of being able to sense the presence of their energy, then just try to be in a loving state. Well, how do I be in a loving state? Maybe fake it till you make it. If that's how you feel, you have to be appreciative. You have to forgive. You have to love. You have to be understanding. When somebody cuts you off in traffic, instead of saying in your mind, this piece of shit did that on purpose, you say, I don't know if they realized I was there because that was very close. When somebody disrespects you, choose to be the bigger man and let it go. Or yeah, I mean, I guess you could punch them in their mouth. I mean, well, it depends how far. Well, anyways, but you know what I'm saying. You know, be a more loving human. Like if I have to describe that to you, geez, what kind? Maybe your upbringing was worse than mine. I would say forgiveness, letting go. Don't always entertain the negative thought that enters your mind. That's not yours. If you're an angry type of guy when you drive, for example, every thought entering your mind is probably a goddamn demon. Oh, look at this person driving slow. My brother Dimitri actually deals with road rage to a degree. He won't admit it, but he gets very angry with people on the road, and that's, to me, that's literally him entertaining the thoughts that demons propose to him. That's the best way to describe it. It's him choosing to entertain the thoughts, and they're always negative. Why isn't the positive thought the one that are you not a positive person? If I asked my brother Dimitri that, he would say, absolutely, I'm positive. I love everybody. He would say I'm probably not in a positive state because he's dealing with a lot of physical ailments, because that's what the Dookie boy presents to people. But anyways, he is a loving human being. But not when he's driving, he ain't. Look, he's entertaining these fucking thoughts as if they're his own. And that's the way it works. I know that sounds crazy, but... Or, humanity. Oh, I never finished the what if, did I? Well, I was going to quickly explain. One sec, guys. Bro, I just popped my back in. That was one of the best back pops I've had in a very long time. I don't know which muscles I had loosened at the right time, but my goodness, that was a good crack. But anyways, I can't remember what the hell I was talking about. Oh, yeah, I was about to go back into the what if that. Well, maybe our DNA has been spliced because we kind of act like monkeys. We are kind of conflicted. There's sort of this physical avatar thing and this spirit thing existing simultaneously in one creature. Maybe this is spirit trying to bring physical creatures into the spirit realm somehow, this reality. Or, that's an interesting what if. But anyways, like trying to raise physical into the spirit. That would be awesome if that's what's happening. But anyways, that's why we're conflicted, because we're half DNA of original creation, which is creation of spirit, and half DNA of monkey, which you could have considered animal, an animated creature, but not human, not conscious together. And that's why we're conflicted. That's why we have these animal desire-driven monkey traits, but then we have this other sort of voice within us that's conscious and aware, and blah, blah, blah. Maybe some people's voice that's within them is not a conscious, aware voice. Maybe it's an evil, demonic voice, and blah, blah, but you get what I'm saying. We have a sort of physical aspect and a spiritual aspect. And I think there's evil in spirit, too. It's not just evil in physical. There's evil in spirit, too. I think there's evil souls. But anyways, yeah. We may be half monkey, half whatever the fuck spirit is, and we're just driven by sort of monkey desires and blah blah, and people think that that's them, but it's not. It's just like we're a spliced creation. We're probably something that shouldn't have existed, to be honest. I think humanity is such a conflicted creature that it's probably something that's like an abomination in creation. You could look at it like that, like it's sort of an abomination, like this should have never happened. This existence, this type of conflicted human existence that we are, should have never have happened. To a degree, we may be I'm pretty sure that was said in the Bible too. That we were an abomination. We may be half Nephilim, half human. That's maybe what we are or whatever. But the human abomination thing probably should have never existed. It's just conflicting because it's half animal, half spirit, and unless that's a way to bring us or anima into spirit, if it was done for that purpose, that makes sense to me. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.